top 5 Indian performances against England. But how do you get so many from 1932 to now? So we broke them up into the modern era and the not so modern era. So here's a countdown of the not so modern era. At number 5, my idol B.S. Chandrasekhar, 6 for 38, 1971, India win that Oval Test match. India were not supposed to win in England in those days. So that was fantastic. That was number 5. Number 4, Mohammad Azharuddin at Lord's. Graham Gooch made 333. Everybody made hundreds. But Azharuddin's 121 came from 111 deliveries. And well, you just had to be there to believe what you were watching. It was sensational. Number 3, India set 438 runs to win. Once again at the Oval, India liked playing there. And Sunil Gavaskar made 221. He anchored the run chase. India fell marginally short, finished 429. But it was a sensational innings on admittedly a good batting surface, but a fantastic innings. That opus from Gavaskar was number 3. For number 2, we go to the Colonel and that wet season of 1986. He always scored hundreds at Lord's, and he did that again. He got 3 hundreds at Lord's in his career. But then he went to Leeds and he made 61 and 102 not out of 237. But the next highest score in the match across 4 innings was a 36. It was fantastic batting by Dilip Vengsarkar at the height of his powers, and so that is number 2. But for number 1, I've got to go back to a story I read when I was a child. All the way back 1952, I read about the glory of Mankad's test. You look back at the numbers though. He opened the batting. He was playing as a professional, didn't play the first test match at Leeds. He came back because they needed his services. He made 72 out of just about 230 odd. And then he bowled 73 overs to take 5 for 196. You'd have thought he was tired. I don't know if in those days you had a shower or you changed or I don't know what you did, but post the changeover, there he was opening the batting, 184. The records say he batted only 270 minutes. That's 184 in 4.5 hours. It must have been something else. 72, 184, 73 overs, 5 wickets. That has to be an unparalleled performance for number 1 in that era.